Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you. Going to spend some time talking to you about you and your business. Always delighted to have Paul Carroll on the program. He's with a great firm called Efficient Wealth Management. That's efficientwealthmanagement.com. A regular contributor on the program. Sometimes he comes on to talk about really things you need to know when it comes to managing your money. Sometimes he brings on some great guests that I think are important for every person in our area, in our listening area, and really around the country, thanks to our rebroadcast on usdailyreview.com. They need to know as well. Paul Carroll, tell us about your firm, which, by the way, the listener can also learn more about at efficientwealthmanagement.com, and then tell us about your guest as well.
Well, good morning, Kevin. Thank you for that great introduction. Efficient Wealth Management is a boutique wealth management firm here in the Woodlands, Texas. And what we do in addition to helping our clients protect their wealth is using a consultative approach and working with a team of experts. We help them mitigate their taxes, take care of their heirs, protect their assets from being unjustly taken, and maximize the impact of charitable planning, if that's important to them. Today, I'm really excited to introduce Bruce Tuff. He's the director of the Woodlands Township. He's also an attorney at the Tuff Law Firm. And though that's a fancy name, he's really the mayor of the Woodlands for all intents and purposes.
Very good. And you've been on the show before. Good to talk to you again.
Great. Thanks for inviting me, guys. I really appreciate it. I love the intro. The intro's great. It's got me all excited now.
We're waiting to get sued because I could use the publicity. But anyway, hey, tell us about your practice. Give us the overview.
My law practice is trial litigation. I do business representation, corporate law, all type of business matters. So if you have any business needs involving any legal services, the Tuff Law Firm is here to help you. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, greater Woodlands area, we like to call it. I've been practicing in Harris, Montgomery, all the other counties surrounding the greater Houston area. And so any of your business matters, business needs, we're here to help you.
Very good. I know I don't want the wimpy law firm, so I'm
Tuff Law Firm.
Paul Carroll.
Well, Bruce is up for what is a contested election at this time. Bruce, what are some of the issues that you think are really important to the Woodlands for this election?
Well, Paul, one thing that is unique about the Woodlands is we are the perfect government. We are not a city, but we function as a city. We receive the county services, which we pay for, but we have the lowest tax rate in the country, and I'm not bragging about that. For our population size, we are. It's a fact. It's a 23 cents, $100 valuation. We are probably the most limited lean government. I always like to say we run the city like a business because we are built on a business model, so we're very unique. Compared to all the other cities in Texas and around the country, our tax rate is the lowest. And the reason for doing that, which has so much relevance today, is that our 2/3 of our budget is derived from sales tax and hotel tax. Only 1/3 comes from property tax on our residents and our businesses, which gives them such a tremendous tax relief. So the Woodlands is built on an economic engine development model. We're now becoming a destination, and we've just encouraged that. And we've got 2 Fortune 100 companies that are here. We've got corporate headquarters that have located here and that are expanding, and it's because of the favorable business climate, very limited government, and low tax rate. And that's what I'm running for in my campaign, and I want to continue that and make this the greatest place in Texas and the country to live, the Woodlands, Texas.
Yeah, but by the way, while you're at it, go ahead and mention your website.
My website is brucetuff.com. Very simple, brucetuff.com, and you can come right to it. Thanks.
Very good. Paul?
So I love your position, but what are your concerns? What is the downside of Bruce Tuff no longer being the mayor?
Well, I have served in a volunteer capacity. The mayor of the Woodlands, or the mayor equivalent, which I've been referred to, we don't receive payment for our services. We just give back to the community, and that's why I serve, is to give back. And I've served in various leadership roles, from the president of the fire department to on the school board. I've actually was president of one of the homeowners associations, which we were prior to becoming the Woodlands Township. So I bring experience, I bring institutional knowledge, and I bring an incredible track record of low taxes, limited government, and success economically for the Woodlands. And I want to continue building on that model. One of these days we will be a city, and I'm hoping around that I can make it the most efficient city in the world. But right now we have a perfect government as it is, and I want to continue to serve the residents and businesses of the Woodlands. I consider it an honor. I wake up every day thinking about how I can make it better, and I want to continue to serve.
So what would be the advantages of it becoming a city?
Becoming a city really gets you ordinance-making ability. So if you'll see a lot of these cities, I'll use New York for an example. I always like to do it. They pass ordinances for if you sneeze the wrong way. The Woodlands does not have that. We actually function through covenants and declarations on our properties. But the city, you have an ordinance, but then what comes with that is all the bureaucracy, the zoning and planning department, the permitting fee department, and then you have the administration that goes along with it, courts and police. Right now we contract for all those services. It makes us incredibly efficient. So we contract for all the services with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department to provide our police force. That is a very unique model, and we developed a community policing model, which is the envy in the state of Texas because we are the safest community in Texas in the country.
Very good information with that, Paul Carroll. It's about time for us to wrap it up. You're with efficientwealthmanagement.com. That's efficientwealthmanagement.com. Your final thoughts before we wrap up the segment?
Well, part of me wonders if we want to be a city. We have early voting coming up fairly soon. What are the voting dates, Bruce?
The voting dates are November 3rd is the voting day for Election Day, but voting starts October 19th. It continues through October 30th. That's early voting, and you can go at any of the early voting locations. And I'd like to just say I love the Woodlands, and if you love the Woodlands, vote for Bruce Tuff.
Okay, well, there you go. All right, when we come back, thank you, gentlemen. We're going to have much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.